I finally did it. I have completed my Pokédex. Caught all 401 of the Alola region. And yeah, I know that's not all of the Pokemon in the game itself. That's why the game continues from there. Even if you got every one of them in the region, I can still trade from other games like X and Y. That's what I love about the GTS system, the global trade system, is that you can pretty much trade any Pokemon from anywhere in the world. This is why I love the later versions of the game. It makes it that much easier to complete the Pokédex. But anyway, month of June, almost near the middle of the year already. But let's get to the elephant in the room. What happened with Midwest Fur Fest? Now, last week they opened up their reservations for hotel rooms in the Hyatt, the main hotel for Midwest Fur Fest, and as usual, everyone is just waiting for it to officially open, and it would all be gone within a matter of minutes. But now there was a glitch in the system to the point where they could not complete the reservations, or there were duplicate reservations under the same name. So what happened? So they've been working with the Hyatt over what they're going to do from this point. So what they're going to do is that with the remaining rooms that they do have, they are going to distribute them via lottery. And you can enter that lottery later this week. But they have put up an FAQ as to try to explain what happened. Now, the hotel reservation system uses Passkey, which is a commercial service that manages bookings for room blocks and events. And it's something that big hotel chains usually do, because they often get conventions of different kinds, not just fur cons. And the service handles about 5 million bookings per year. And pretty much because of that huge influx, there were some user-facing and back-end processing delays from Passkey. So pretty much, I think it's because of that huge influx of reservations at one time, that pretty much led to the situation we have now. So one of the questions that was asked is, why not use a different booking system? Well, it's the most common provider of these services, and the booking service for an event is often placed in the hotel's contract with the event, as that's their preferred booking service. Requesting or requiring a different provider is akin to shopping at a store. Insisting the cash register at checkout should be changed to something different. Since one notable exception are events which use a housing bureau to consolidate bookings. However, such services are cost prohibitive for all but the largest events, as fees are incurred directly by the event. What else do they put up here? So they're going, as for what they're going to do with the issues that resulted from this, any duplicate reservations is going to be wiped out. So, and the most common reason for that is an initial failure message prompting them to attempt a new reservation. And yeah, because that they don't get that that confirmation page or confirmation email, they don't know if they got a room, so they have to try it again. So anyone that did get a reservation, don't worry, that's yours, no matter what happens. Now, if you completed a reservation without a confirmation, now every guest that had a completed confirmed reservation should be getting an email. New bookings for the Hyatt have been suspended while existing reservations are sorted out. And like I said, all the remaining double and king rooms will be distributed via lottery. And for the suites, those will be determined on June 23rd. Is there anything else that important that needs to be pointed out? Now, as far as for special groups, early access or reserve room blocks are predictated on the convention exercising exclusive control over room inventory. Now, many of these groups are are at a good enough size where they can accommodate them and give them a small block. But by doing this, they would be displacing general attendees and prioritizing one group over another with only so many rooms that they can deal with. And remember, this is the largest furry con that we're dealing with here, so it's a balancing act. So for this year, they're not going to be offering special access for small groups. Though they may consider doing that in the future, if that works out and if they can smooth everything out. So yeah, most of the questions can be answered through the FAQ, which they put on their main page. But any other questions, you can email them. They have a contact. Let me see if I can get you. An email to go to if you have any questions. I mean, there should be a yeah. If you go to furfest.org, you go to the main page and scroll all the way to the bottom. There's a form that you can fill out, and they'll ask for your name, email, and your subject and message. So if you have any questions, just go to that page, and they'll try to answer as soon as possible. Like I said, I am planning to do Midwest Fur Fest, but first things first for me, Anthrocon is next month, and I am going to attend, and I'll be doing information on that, maybe in the next video or the one after that. We'll see, because there's still some stuff that they have to sort out. Now, a movie coming out, How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. This is going to be the third installment to the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, and they've recently released the poster and synopsis. And the poster has Toothless looking at a female counterpart, which I have to describe as like an albino version of him. She's all white instead of all black. which is kind of a little weird since he's supposed to be a Night Fury. So here's what the synopsis is for this movie. What began as an unlikely friendship between an adolescent Viking and a fearsome Night Fury dragon has become an epic trilogy spanning their lives. In this chapter, Hiccup and Toothless will finally discover their true destinies, the village chief as ruler of Berg alongside Astrid, and the dragon as leader of his own kind, as both ascend the darkest threat they've yet faced, as well as the appearance of a female Night Fury will test the bonds of their relationships like never before. Now, this movie is scheduled to be out next spring. So, we'll see how this one turns out. Now, I was just randomly looking through furry stuff, and this caught my attention. It's a video game that is on Steam. It was released just a few weeks ago, called Attack of the Killer Furries. And I just took a look out of curiosity. And what it is that it's a first-person shooter. Think of you think of you're trying to fight off a zombie apocalypse, except with small, cute animals. And I took a look at it. It's just weird. You're basically in a what looks like a fantasy style village, and these small, cute little critters are just chasing after you with smiles on their faces or hearts in their eyes, and you just pick up these guns and start shooting them. And you're supposed to reach a goal like 50. And honestly, I don't even know if the game looks finished, because all the blood that spurts out kind of looks like ketchup. And it is on Steam, and it's selling for $3. So it's a very, very cheap game. But there is video out there if you want to take a look at it. It's just some violence in there. It's just weird. I only saw this just because of the name. To me, it just looks like a weird game. What else do we got? Let's go to upcoming events. Yeah, I don't really have much going on. Only 3 events for this month. We have Furry Mosa, which actually happened today. We have Fur A from the 14th to the 17th in Edmonton, Alberta. And finally, CastleCon from the 15th to the 17th in Germany. So yeah, not many events going on this month. So just go ahead, just enjoy your month of June. Other than that, yeah, not much going on here. So this Dragon's Mouth is now closing.